Hello, everyone. My name is Demetrius Mack, and welcome to another episode of Real Talk. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with this series is one of the more serious series on my, like the way I said, more serious series on my channel. This is a series where I basically talk about things going on out in the world that are serious subjects to me, that interest me, that are primarily subjects that are covering in the video game industry, video game world. But sometimes I talk about different things. But today, I want to talk about something in the video game industry, and one of the video game industry's most popular video games right now, Overwatch. I want to talk about a long-anticipated character coming by, and that character is Sombra. Now, I'm going to start off by saying Sombra could be, from what we've seen in these early times, I think Sombra could honestly be a game changer. Unlike the lookalikes we've ever seen. They're the biggest type of game changer since people figured out how to counter Torbjorn and frickin' Bastion. Because I remember everybody in the beginning, nobody knew what to do about those two. They were super annoying. And eventually they got countered. It was like, oh, it's like all we got to do is this to figure them out. But with Sombra, things are going to get really, really interesting with this character and the abilities that they gave her. I anticipated her as a support character, but she is an offensive character. And honest to God, she has some incredible abilities that, if put to use by a skilled player, this could change the whole face of how people have to strategize going into competitive seasons, because she has a lot of unique abilities. A lot of people early on have been comparing her to the likes of Tracer and to the likes of Reaper, that she has both those abilities. She has an ability where she can teleport herself and get behind enemy lines. That is something that Reaper can do. That is something that Reaper is actually called upon to do. He's the person that you play as if you're playing not a control point game, but if you're playing an escort mission and you're trying to move something and the enemy's got a good defense, you want to get him to turn the enemy around at the least. That way, your teammates can come up, and basically hit them from both sides and basically throw off the strategy that the other team has got going. And along the same lines, that's the same thing that goes for Tracer. Tracer is a character who is a bit of a pest in pretty much every game mode in the game. She's really, really fast, really hard to hit, especially if it's an experienced player who knows what they're doing, who just keeps on going in for small hit after small hit after small hit to charge their bomb, and then goes right after a key tank or goes right after their primary healer. And that is pretty much the role of Tracer, at least in my opinion. My opinion could be different than other people's, but that's the way I've seen her used most of the time. Now, I want to get into the abilities just so you guys know what we're dealing here with of Sombra if you don't already know. So I'd like to get into some of the abilities, and I'll have it up on the screen to show you guys. So let's look at her. Her role is offensive. She's an offensive character. And it says stealth and debilitating attacks make Sombra a powerful infiltrator. Her hacking can disrupt enemies, ensuring they're easier to take out, while her EMP provides the upper hand against multiple foes at once. Sombra's ability to translocate and camouflage herself makes her a hard target to pin down. Now, if you guys have seen anything from the little gameplay trailer, or maybe from BlizzCon, any gameplay from that, you'll probably have gotten an idea what this character is about and what she can really do. Her machine pistol does seem to fire at a high rate like a Tracer's. Fortunately for us, she does not have that little warp ability where she can just warp back and forth and is really fast and nimble with that little warp thing that Tracer can do. But her machine pistol does look like it does a lot of damage when in close range. And her hack ability, let me break this down to you guys as simple as I can. Let's say her hack ability, it says Sombra hacks enemies to temporarily stop them from using their abilities, or hacks first aid kits to make them useless to opponents. So let's say you've got a Torbjorn. I mean, or not a Torbjorn, but okay, we can use that. Let's say you got a Torbjorn for whatever reason. Someone on your team on the opposite team is using a Torbjorn. Sombra can get around the enemy base, or she can use this technique, get close enough, and shut that down, which might be covering a key part of a corridor that is being guarded to keep people out, And that split second, I don't know how long it lasts. I haven't seen any actual gameplay footage from BlizzCon. I don't know how long it lasts. I don't know anything about that yet. But I'm assuming it can last a split second to where the team can just slip through that area and get by and just absolutely just it messes up the defense. Or it could be anybody. It's an ability. She could use her, honestly, her translocator, which as you can see right here, tosses out a translocator beacon. She can instantly return to the beacon's location while it's activated, including when it's in mid-flight, which, holy shit, is... That I feel like that right there is just going to be huge. I mean, that's basically Reaper's, transport. He can basically transport whatever, except I think Sombra can do it while she's running. Which means, like, if she gets a good enough angle, she can get behind enemy lines and be that disruptor and use her hack abilities, or let's say a Reinhardt, and get that shield down. And that shield might be the key thing covering up your defense. You might have a Bastion, and you might have a good setup. Ranged characters like a Hanzo or Widowmaker or something like that. And that means that this character can go around and completely disrupt and just, like, fuck that up. And on top of that, she can do that. And I think she can do that while she's invisible. You see this Thermoptic Camel, which says Sombra becomes invisible for a short period of time, during which your speed is boosted considerably. Attacking using offensive abilities or taking damage disables her camouflage. Okay, so no, I was wrong about that. I definitely should have read in that more, but that is good that she can only use her ability to turn invisible. She can't use it to use her translocator or hack, because that would be just too much. But still, she could then use her translocator and without anybody noticing, then turn invisible and then hack somebody like a Reinhardt or Bastion, and that'll stop Bastion from in his form, in his cannon form, or not cannon, it's Gatling gun form. That's what I like to call it. It's Gatling gun form, and it's big. It's a game changer. That could be a key part of an offense, or she could go around and hack. Essentially, it's an ability. She can hack her Mercy's ability, causing Mercy not to be, if it's in the key, you're in the middle of battle, you're in the middle of somewhere, you're trying to take a control point or something like that, and the heals are up, it's a really epic battle, the heals doing everything, Sombra can come in and shut down that heals, which could be the determining factor of getting that control point, of getting the escort vehicle, or whatever. And just really make, this character in the right hands is going to be monumental. And we haven't even, now I'm getting around to her special ability. Her special ability is the EMP, which basically is exactly what it says. It's an EMP. Sombra discharges electromagnetic energy in a wide radius, destroying enemy barriers and shields and hacking all opponents caught in the blast. So read that for yourselves. Discharge electromagnetic energy in a wide radius, destroying enemy barriers and shields and hacking all opponents. So not only will a Winston shield be automatically gone, will a Reinhardt shield be enemy gone, everyone caught in that blast will not be able to use their abilities. No one will. Roadhog won't be able to use his hook. Reinhardt won't be able to use his blast, his flame wall blast. So the point I'm saying here is that this character is absolutely, positively, in my opinion, going to be a massive game changer if used in the right hands, because it appears that she can do a whole hell of a lot. I don't know if she's going to be nerfed within a couple days, because the way it sounded now, and I need to step my game up, and I need to get out there and actually watch what is going on with her. I need to actually watch a gameplay and say, okay, this is in action. Obviously, the character's not been tested out in the the public yet. Well, I mean, it has been tested out in the public, but it hasn't been tested in a manner of for I guess the general public where everybody's using. She's not released yet, and it is simply amazing to me. The abilities that this character have are simply astonishing, to say the least. And I think this character is going to be a great addition. And it's just going to shake up the whole balance of how Overwatch is right now. I feel like right now there's a certain balance. There's certain counters for everything right now. For every map, what do you do here with this group of people if you have these people? I feel like everybody has something for some strategy. When Sombra gets released, all of that is going to get mixed up and jumbled again because she's going to be able to do so much. You're going to be able to do so much that it's quite frankly, it's scary. But I'm absolutely anticipating it. I'm anticipating this new character. They've also got new talks of saying that there's going to be new maps coming, or there might be a new map released with her. I don't know, but Overwatch has done a terrific job with everything they've added. Every time they've added something new, I've been extremely impressed. And I've loved every single minute of this game. I've loved Season 2 of competitive play, even though things haven't gone the right way for me sometimes. And I'm just eagerly awaiting this character. And I want to know what you guys think. So if you guys have any of your opinions, be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this character. To me, she seems like a game character. Do you think this character is not going to be that much of a game character? Do you think I'm hyping her up too much or what? Just let me know. So that's it for this video, you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this if you aren't already subscribed. And also turn on notifications. That way you always get notified when I upload a video. So I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, I'm Demetrius Mack, and I'm out. Peace.